Shalom. HALALYAM, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, QADASH. The honors to the elders and apostles of great MILLSTONE teaching the well. Peace and salutations be to the elect. Brother Tazam Kabar coming at you from the prophets in Babylon camp here in Tampa, Florida. Okay, this one's going to be going into this post brother Abar made. And it's talking about the LGBT flags. Okay. We're going to go into these LGBT flags and understand what they all mean. To show you the destruction of the mindset of these people. How destroyed these people are, man. Destroyed beyond repair. The first flag you have is gay. Definition of gay. Sexually or romantically attracted exclusively to people of one's own sex or gender. Used especially of a man. Similar words: homosexual, queer, bisexual. Let's look up bisexual. Sexually or romantically attracted to both man and woman, or to more than one sex or gender. Asexual. Asexuality, it says. Asexuality is the lack of sexual attraction to others, or low or absent interest in or desire for sexual activity. It may be considered a sexual orientation or the lack thereof. It may also be characterized more widely to include a broad spectrum of asexual sub-identities. So a person is not interested in having sex with their mate, which is the whole point of mating. Having a mate is sexual intercourse. That's what it means to mate. Scriptures say, be fruitful and multiply. Let me grab it. Genesis chapter 1, verse 28. Verse 28, it says, and YAHAWASHI blessed them, and YAHAWASHI said unto them, be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth and subdue it. So, replenish the earth, okay, be fruitful and multiply. It's telling you that you gotta let things be done naturally. If you're a man, you're with a woman. If you're a woman, you're with a man. By doing these things, you're going to be able to multiply. You know, you're going to be being fruitful. But these people don't want to be fruitful. They want to be mindless. They want to be mindless zombies and do whatever the hell they want to do, you know, unto their own destruction. It says, and replenish the earth, and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth. Scripture tells you about having dominion, meaning ruling over the earth. That's just given to you naturally, given to the man. Mainly Israelite man, but now you got Edomites in rulership, ruling over the earth, subduing the earth, and this is why you have all these different sexualities and attractions and shit. Let's go to gender fluid. See what gender fluid says. Gender fluidity is a non-fixed gender identity that shifts over time or depending on the situation. These fluctuations can occur at the level of gender identity or gender expression. What does it mean to be gender fluid? If a person is gender fluid when they don't identify solely as a male or female, and their gender identity changes over time. Thus, the term refers to a change in a person's gender expression, the way they look or behave, identity, or both. You don't give these fucking bywords to a nation that you love or people that you love. You give these to a people that you're trying to destroy. Okay? Habakkuk 2:5 says, "Yeah, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man. Now he keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death." Alright, these things are, these gender identities and shit, these things are given to these people to destroy them, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. And this is his way of controlling the people, giving them some false hope, some false illusion that they have freedom to do whatever they want. But he has literally pushed these upon the people, spraying barium and aluminum through the chemtrails, which is it makes people get those fruitcake thoughts. It's an influencer. Barium and aluminum together, you breathing it in, is an influencer on the people for them to be a certain way like this, for them to, their minds to wander and off into these different LGBT flags. Pansexual. Let's grab pansexual. Sexually or romantically attracted to people regardless of their sex or gender. Okay, so pretty much the same thing. These all fall in the same category, believe it or not. You have gender queer. Let's grab gender queer. Give me a little bite back for this one, huh? Genderqueer, denoting or relating to a person whose gender identity does not correspond to conventional binary gender distinctions. Person, okay. Let's see. And all these are newer words. These words have just become words, not too long ago, because Esau is passing this shit. He's passing this shit on and making people learn this shit, man. People be using these shits. This is a whole community, okay? LGBTQ is a whole community where it's like a different realm, and it's full of sodomy. The realm is mixed amongst the other realms of people, And in there, you can learn all these different words about what the fuck you want to be. And they push these things upon your children. This is the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 2 and verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So we ain't ignorant of what this devil got going on. We know what he coming with. Let's go into transgender. You know what that is. Transgender person, often abbreviated to trans people, is someone whose gender identity or gender expression does not conform to that typically associated with the sex they were assigned at birth. The sex you were assigned at birth. The sex you were assigned at birth, that's the only sex you're going to be for the rest of your life. Okay? You can't change that. But now you have these people have mental disabilities and demons plaguing their minds to make them think that they can. Non-binary. Describe that. Non-binary defined. Some people don't identify with any gender. Some people's gender changes over time. People whose gender is not male or female use many different terms to describe themselves, with non-binary being one of the most common, sometimes spelled with a hyphen as non-binary. Okay? Same shit as gender fluid or whatever. These all pretty much fall in the same categories, like we expressed. Intersexual. Relating, okay. It says, People who are intersex have genitals, chromosomes, or reproductive organs that don't fit into a male or female sex binary. Their genitals might not match their reproductive organs, or they may have traits of both. Being intersex may be evident at birth, childhood, later in adulthood, or never. Alright, so people that got more than, they got a different private spot. You can call it a tranny, an intersexual. You know, they go and get their changes done later on in life. Or you have people that are born with another genital, and that's just judgment, man. You know, born with another genital, okay, but your main functioning genital is what you were born as. All right, you can tell through whether the body grows up to be testosterone level, or with high testosterone levels or high estrogen levels. You'll be able to tell a person what they are. A man becomes more box-shaped, while a woman becomes more curvier. Bear, B-E-A-R. Let's see what this is. This is probably going to be hard to look up. Put a period between each letter to see. In gay culture, a bear is a larger and often hairier man who projects an image of rugged masculinity. But he's still pretty much a fruitcake. Alright, so there's two definitions here. Bear 1, a gay or bisexual man who has facial or body hair and a cuddly body. 2, an umbrella term that refers to members of a subculture in the gay and bisexual male communities and is often defined as more of an attitude or sense of comfort with natural masculinity bodies. Lipstick lesbian. We're going to hurry up to these because it's a lot. Lipstick lesbian. Lipstick lesbian. Oh, man. See, a lot of these is slang for a lesbian who exhibits a greater amount of feminine gender attributes, such as wearing makeup, dresses, or skirts, and having other characteristics associated with feminine women. Straight ally. Pretty much define that without looking it up. Straight ally or a straight ally or heterosexual ally, often simply called an ally, is a heterosexual and cisgender person who supports equal civil rights, gender equality. Okay, pretty much you support the LGBTQ shit, but you're straight, which makes you gay as well, just by supporting it. Can two walk together lest they be agreed? I'm gonna try to grab it. In the book of Amos 3:3, can two walk together except they be agreed? No. Alright? You agree with another one, you walking together with one of them, you pretty much one of their ass, man. You know, scriptures say they'll hand you in the hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished. So you support that shit, you gonna die with that shit. No, I ain't got no problems with you, man. I don't roll that way, but, you know, do what you gotta do. I'll support it. No, you're part of it, nigga. If it comes down to it, you're gonna get down to business. Polysexual. Involving or characterized by different sexualities, sexually or romantically attracted to to more than one gender. Same thing as bisexual. These are all fucking. Transsexual is the same as transgender. Aromantic is a person that's not interested in romanticism. Autosexual. Let's see. Autosexual, people who are sexually attracted to themselves. and may prefer masturbation to sex with their partner. Polyamorous. Polyamory is a form of ethical or consensual or non-monogamy that involves having romantic or sexual relationships with multiple partners at the same time. Agender. Let's see this shit. Denoting or relating to a person who does not identify as having a gender. Destroyed, confused, pretty much. Lithsexual. I've never heard of this one. Let's see what this one is. Lithsexual. Lithsexual people who feel attraction towards people both, no desire to have the feelings of reciprocated or the desire to act on it. Okay. It says trigender. This must mean 3 genders at the same time. And there's only 2 genders. Let's look at the definition. Trigender is a non-binary gender identity that describes a person who experiences 3 distinct genders. These genders can be binary or non-binary, and an individual may or may not be fluid between them. Trigender may also relate to the concept of a third gender, which is not male, female, or between the two. What the fuck is he, a deer? An animal? Even animals have 2 genders. You know? Everything in this earth that has breath or life has 2 genders. Male or female. The scriptures say, YAHAWASHI created them male and female, created he them. Scoliosexual. Sounds like scoliosis. Let's look what this means, man. Scoliosexual, sometimes spelled scoliosexuality, is the attraction to people who are transgender or non-binary. People who are transgender identify as a gender different from the one they were assigned at birth. Okay, so it says, you've seen lesbian. Lesbian is just a woman like woman. Demisexual. What are all these fucking words, man? You got the last 2, it's demisexual. Experiencing sexual feelings and attraction only after developing a close emotional relationship and not on the basis of first impressions, physical characteristics. Then you have bigender. This is the last one. Denoting or relating to a person whose gender identity encompasses 2 genders. So some people claim to be male and female. This book of 2 Ezra, chapter 5, and verse 8. There shall be confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be oft sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters. And we're in that time period where it's confusion everywhere. Babylon, Babel, confusion. Babylon, the land of confusion. Okay? There you have it, man. I truly hope this little lesson was edifying to you. Occupant worth listening to the sincerity, this little informational piece on what these LGBTQ monsters identify themselves as, what their different categories is, and what they may say, oh, I'm this and I'm that. You can be like, what the fuck? What the fuck does that even mean? All right, well, I just expressed a little bit of knowledge on it, on maybe 1/3 of their words. But now you and I both have a little bit of more knowledge of what the fuck we're fighting against, man. You know, but HALALYAM, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Till next time, I do say shalom.